It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the San Francisco 49ers and the Minnesota Vikings. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Rolling to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jackson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. With the Vikings and 49ers, you might remember, met in the divisional round of the playoffs a season ago. The Vikings coming in off the overtime win against New Orleans. But the 49ers, they were rested and ready, and they got a couple of touchdown runs from Tevin Coleman. And their defense shut out the Vikings in the second half as that wound up a 27-10 Niner victory. That'll be complete to Cook. Give him 2 yards on that play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Bust through the tackle. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And it's 3rd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks, and you give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football. And that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Complete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Open man is Samuel. Complete. Past the 20. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Play action. It's Jackson. Frustrated, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mike Hughes came crashing in that time, got the sack.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Well, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession. See if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
1st and 10.
When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Cook. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. He can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
Michael Dixon.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first. And now the ball's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
The 24-yard line.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. They face a 3rd down, 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he will have a Vikings 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. The pickup there, 5 yards.
15-yard line.
Back to the ground, Cook. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
That's a 12-yard.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
To throw here. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up, and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this one.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not. For the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Offensively, you might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get it back in form.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. 20, 10, and they'll bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, He joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Taken down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
First down, 49ers.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Niners 21, Vikings 7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cook. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on
the running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Right side here, and that's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend. As we begin under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. One incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
operating from the gun. Jackson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. On now, Tucker McCann. This from 44 yards away.
a 44-yard attempt.
McCann's kick up and good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll buy some time right. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
And That's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Airing it out deep for Smith. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
That good for 22 and a first down.
First down, 49ers.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Jackson now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
A gain of 12. And a 49er first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 3rd down, Jackson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A 27-yard attempt.
McCann's kick up and good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And he's into the clear. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Oh, big play there. 75 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, batted free. 3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards in the 1st.
1st down, San Francisco.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 32-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, and his throw is incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he comes back with 1 complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much of that offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll try and run for it. It's a foot race. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers! A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Niners 34, Vikings 14.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Flushed out right. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on 1st. On 2nd down now. It's Cook. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now it's scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. It's a 49er touchdown
to number 88
from 13 yards out. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Niners.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. Eluding the pressure right. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Flush to his right. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. They'll look to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20. And into the end zone.